Hey guys, it is Vape, and today I'm going to show you guys how to create your own localhost Canon test server. No one's done a video on this for a while, so I decided to do one. Why not? And yeah, so all the downloads for everything will be in the description below. So firstly, you want to get your Paperspigot jar file right here. You just want to drag it to your desktop and create a folder. You can name it whatever you want. It's going to be your server folder. So I just called it Vape Server. Then you want to drag this Paperspigot file into that server folder. You want to open that up. Then you want to right click in the space and go new text document. You can call it whatever you want because we're going to change it in a second. So I'm going to go edit with Notepad++. That'll be in the description below. I highly recommend you download it. And what you want to type in is add echo off. If you don't want to type any of this in, it'll be in the description below with the text document file, but it will just be easier doing this because there'll be a few different things involved. So I'm going to type in add echo off for line 1, then leave a space and go Java space, then do Xmx4096M, then do space Xms4096M space, then do jar. Then you just want to minimize that and then go to your Paperspigot file and go rename, then just do Control-C when it's highlighted, and then do a space after -jar, then do Control-V so it pastes the name, then do .jar, and then return to a new space and do pause. Now there's going to be a few things that you want to change in here. So this part right here you want to change. I'm allocating, this is basically how much RAM they're going to be allocating, and it's measured in megabytes. So 4096 megabytes basically is 4 gigabytes. And the first 4096 means the maximum amount of RAM allocated. The second 4096 means the minimum amount of RAM allocated. You want to keep those two numbers the same, it doesn't really make a difference. But you really just need 4 gigabytes of RAM. You don't need 8 gigabytes. If your computer's not good enough for 4, then you can use 2, which is like 2048. But if you want to go ahead and use 8 gigabytes, it's like 8,142, I think, off the top of my head. So now you want to do save. Now you want to do file save as. Then make sure the save as type is all types, and call it Start.bat. And you really need the .bat at the end of it. Click save and close the Notepad, and then you can delete this text document. Now as you can see, we've got a Windows batch file where it says start. This is basically going to start up your server and reload plugins and do all that stuff. So basically running this start file, it's going to unpack this Paperspigot file. So I'm going to click start. As you can see, it says starting server in 10 seconds. It says all the Minecraft stuff up above it, and it might take a while. So it's basically preparing all the folders. As you can see, it's preparing all the folders. It's going to need to prepare the spawn area, and yeah. So it's nearly done. Now while it's loading, we want to open up our Minecraft, and to connect to our localhost server, the server address is just going to be localhost. That's it. So you just want to do join server. As you can see, we are on our server. Looks like a single player world because we haven't done anything yet. It's almost vanilla. That's pretty much it. So basically we can't do anything. We can't do game mode 1 for creative. We can't do any of this because we're not opt on the console. So basically you want to bring up your CMD, which is basically what your start batch file run. And you want to type in OP space your IGN. So for me it's just vape. As you can see, it's a console opt just vape. And now we can do commands like game mode, creative, and stuff like that. So to stop your server, you can either type in stop on the command prompt, or you can just type in /stop on your Minecraft, and the server closes. Now, and then once it's closed, say press any key to continue, just to close it. So now what we're going to do is it's create all these files. So the first thing we're going to do is go into our plugins folder, and then we just want to like drag all the plugins in the download in the description below. Just download all those and drag them in there. So I'm just going to go to mine quickly, get my plugins. So it'll be World Edit, TNT Fill, Obsidian Destroyer, Multiverse, Massive, FBasics, Factions, all the essentials files, and ClearLag. So all those ones will be in the description below. I'm not giving you guys all mine because some of them are private and premium plugins. And just going to paste them in. And now we have all of our plugins. So now when we start the server back up again, it's going to start creating all the config files and all the folders for the plugins. So now we want to go direct connect back to our local host, and it's going to seem a bit different. So as you can see, there's first chat messages about the plugins, plugin metrics. That'll go away. It's only the first time you load all the plugins and stuff. So now we do Diet. Essentials recognizes that you're an OP player, you're the owner basically. So we still got a problem, and that's we're stuck with a single player world. So this is where we're going to create a new world. So we're going to do MV create. It's going to bring up a few options. It's going to create a normal world, which is basically this, so we don't want that. Lava Land, which is, we don't want that. Star Wars, which is end. And Flat Room, which is a flat world. So we want to create a flat world, so it's easier for canoning. So we're going to do MV create flat room normal -t flat. It's going to say start creation of flat room, and it says complete. Now to get to that word, we're going to do MV TP, so basically teleports you. MV TP flat room, so it teleports you to that world. And ta-da, we are here on this flat world. And as you can see, mobs are spawning, and we just got to change a few things. So before we do that, we do fmap nothing's claimed. If we get TNT for example, place the TNT down and put a torch next to it, it's going to blow up something. It's going to do damage. Now if you want, well, you're obviously going to have your cannons dry when you're going to be shooting them. So basically, to make it so your cannons don't blow up, you're just going to do fadmin on, and then you do fjoin safe zone. And now that we're in safe zone, we can claim. So we're going to do fclaim s20, so like the whole world is claimed basically. So now when we put a TNT down, it's not going to blow up anything. So it's basically like one shot with the emerald under your cannon, or like mine link with the bedrock under your cannon. So there are a few more things we still want to change, so we're just going to do /stop. And now we want to open up, oops, wrong one. So now we want to go back to our server, and we're just going to change the config files. So you want to open up your Spigot file with Notepad++. Then you want to scroll down to the bottom where it says max TNT per tick. You want to change this to like 100,000. I mean, if you're obviously going to blow up 100,000 TNT in one game tick, then obviously your server might crash, but it's just so you don't have a limit on things, basically. You want to change the anti-X-ray to false, where it says enabled. It's just a performance enhancement thing. I think that's pretty much it. You just want to click save, close that. Now you want to open up your paper.yml file and edit with Notepad++. Now, at the bottom, it's going to say optimize TNT explosions. You can put this on true, but I've always just had it on false, just me personally, so I don't know if there's anything bad can happen. Like, I know what it does, but like I just keep it on false. It's not bad either if you have it on true. So this is what you want to change, where it says remove unloaded. All these are going to be set to true. You want to change them all to false. And then where it says load chunks, these are all going to be on false. It's going to change them all to true. So basically these changes allow you to shoot your cannon from 20 chunks away, and it won't like despawn all the stuff. Like you won't need alts load in the chunks. One more thing you want to change is, let me try and find it. Disable explosion knockback. You want to put that to true, so when you're at the wall and your cannon fires, you don't get blown 20 chunks away. That's pretty much it. So you just want to do save, close that, and the last one is our server.properties file. I do edit with Notepad++. Now some of these things are going to be overridden by the plugins, so I might do another video on that. But the first thing we want to change is announce player achievements. We're going to put that to false, just so it's not annoying in chat. Spawn NPCs false. Spawn animals false. Enable command block true. Now I'm only enabling it to true because it's a localhost server, and it's only going to be you on the server. If you open it up with like IP port forwarding and others join, I recommend turning that off because they can do some nasty stuff to your server if they don't like you. Spawn monsters false, and the view distance you can change to, like, you can make it higher or lower. If you make it higher, you might lag a lot more. But I'm just going to keep it as 10. So just want to do save, and then that's pretty much it. I might do another video on the plugins and little things that you can change. But yeah, if you have any issues at all, leave a comment down below in the description, and I'll be happy to help. I also forgot to mention one thing, and that is the TNT fill radius, which is very important. So what you want to do is you want to go into your plugins folder, go to TNT fill, then right click the config and go edit with Notepad++, and you'll see the X radius, the Y radius, and the Z radius. You just want to change that to 20 because like 5 is way too low. And then you want to click save, and then you're all done.